Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are going to be playing some Ripper. So in the last episode, I believe I pretty much fell asleep towards the end of it. You guys got a little taste of that. But I was drowsing out, so I had to cut that one pretty short. But we're going to go ahead and continue this. So we're trying to figure this puzzle out. We're at Magnana's apartment. Trying to figure this puzzle out. And it looks like we've got this here, which is an 8-digit system of some sort. With just dashes. And it seems to only take 6 at a time. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this side over here. There's a link on this end. It doesn't look like I can mess with anything. But everything is divisible by 4. Yeah, I think it's all divisible by 4. I see that 4 on the end. Let me do some mathematics. Let me see. That should be 2. See, that should be 6, I believe. Because 24 times 6 is... Yeah. And then 16 is going to be... 8. No. That's not 8. 4. I'm an idiot. 4 times 4. 16. 32 is 8. And 1. That's 6 digits. Let's go and try it out. Let's see. So what I'm guessing is it means I'm going to hit the second button twice, and I'm assuming it's going across the row. That would make sense. So 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, 1. There we go. Breaking into Magnana's place. This is a darker apartment than the last one. I thought my girlfriend had a nasty looking place. What do we have over here? Are we really putting it on him? I don't know. Look at this. This is a serious cyber setup he's got in here. Just a bed. Ooh. He has a vendetta. For sure. There's his data pad. His whack. Snap 1224. We just downloading his shit? I think so. Yep, back up. Okay, I'm gonna check my whack pad for this. And after I take a quick look. Yeah, there's nothing else here, just beer on the table. Let's back up to where we were. The static on them TVs or whatever's going on over there is pretty loud. Can we go over here? Is that it? We're not gonna explore deeper into his place? Alright, well let's see what's in the whack pad. Database. Audio editing software, circuit manual, coffee, document, electronic journals, picture, sound sample, prescription pad. Scanned knife. When did I get this knife? I'll tell you what. Oh, he has his own electronic journal. Look at that. Magnana, Falconelli, and Burton were, when they were with the web runners years ago, used to play a role-playing game called Ripper. They were all obsessed with Jack the Ripper. This can't be a coincidence. They played this game constantly, but then it happened. It's made them stop playing. And the 3 of them... Oh, okay, the wedding. That's what they're referring to. I was like, what happened? It's made them stop playing, and the 3 of them don't want to talk about it. I'm convinced that the secret to the Ripper is somewhere in this game. I have her electronic journal, which actually looks like it's unlocked more information. What do we got? No surprise with an Ace Angel, like... I think that's the one. Check soap. Library. I feel like... I tried to enter the restricted area. Farley mentioned no luck. There was a voice lock on the door. Check with soap, which I did. No surprise that the Ace Angel like Falconetti was secret wells in cyberspace, but I was able to extract the address to one of them from his brain-dead bodyguard, Twig, which I already done that one. I'm getting close. Maybe too close. The danger is too great. I've got to end this soon. I'm getting sloppy, too. I still have notes on my whack that I have to transfer to here. It's not safe for me to be carrying that information on me. And that's what this is. Was this on somebody else? Was this what I just pulled from his? I mean, that would make sense. There's a picture of what looks like Falconetti, kinda. This is the notes I had from before. Oh, of course it's gonna... Like I already did the coffee mug. Let me move forward. I don't need that one.
Salisbury.
Salisbury.
I wonder what that means.
I don't care what that means. Okay. Well, there's nothing else we can do here. Let's see. Café du Champ was one of the ones that told us to go to.
Transmission.
Oh, there we go. No, we went there. But that's alright. We don't have anything to say, but we got a whack transmission, so check this out.
Whack transmission. Source unknown.
It's the Ripper. We're getting too close.
Dear boss, how I long to see your face when he's blubber blue. I do have a sense of humor, you know. One must enjoy one's work.
This is true.
Readers, I can strike anyone at any time. No one is safe. Yours truly, Ripper.
Okay, well, there's actually nothing to do here. These guys aren't talking this time, so... Let's try to take some of this stuff back to give her more information. I don't know if it's a bad idea to jump here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and go straight back to Catherine and see if I can feed her some more data to hopefully pop her awake and help us along with this.
Medicock, hold on. Hold on. Jesus, Quinlan.
Oh, we got
You
new
look like
stuff.
shit. Are you all right?
Had a little run-in with Magnata.
Ugh, that creep. Next time he's in here, I'd stick a hypodermic up his butt. Do the world a favor. Are you sure you're all right? You need to see a doctor.
That would be painful.
That's what I had in mind, Viv. She here?
In her office.
That's strange. I hope that didn't freeze on you guys. She just spoke. I hope you caught all of that. Seems like it did. I just noticed my video was sitting frozen. I don't know if it's been doing that every time I've been in a sequence or what. Or if it's having trouble loading disk data and things like that. It's very strange. Anyway, continuing on to Catherine. It never looks like anybody's in this place. Every time I come in here, there's just no sign of it or evidence of anyone being here until I get right up to this door. Then, all of a sudden, after 47 clicks, there's somebody inside the space. Yeah, see? How did I not see him standing there? It's weird that it does that. But, yeah, whatever. What you got for me, pig vomit? Lots of data, apparently. Okay.
Oh, Doc, you look a little confused. What's the problem?
I don't know, there's something strange here with your friend's brain scans.
What do you mean?
Well, this is not right.
Was something wrong?
No,
Somebody's
I don't think
fucking
so,
with her
but
brain.
it's just that we've been monitoring Catherine's brainwave activity every day since she was admitted. For the most part, it's been what you'd expect. But there's days when the brainwave activity radically spikes, displaying intense bursts of activity.
We've been rebuilding her personality. Shouldn't that increase her brain activity?
No, not like this. There's no pattern to the increased activity. You're welcome to have a look. Just use the keypad over there and punch in the date for any day since Catherine was admitted. The screen will display her brain activity for that day. You'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe you can tell me what's going on here.
Is she the Ripper? That'd be something. That would be something. I'm jacking in to give her some information first. I mean, they stated they're on their own network, so she shouldn't be. But at the same time, what if she was? What if somehow she found a way to tap out of the system and intentionally put herself in a situation to keep her constantly available so she can do as much as she wanted to? She's up, though.
What about Burton's secret lab?
Secret lab. I seem to remember something about that. There's a name. George Rhodes. Something about Penn Financial Bank on Quinn Street.
Ah.
Why didn't you tell me you were so close to the Ripper?
Because I wanted to scoop the great Jake Quinlan. I wanted to show the world I was just as good as him.
Yeah. Well, like,
You
obviously.
were out to steal my story. Why, Cat?
That would have been the least of her worries, so.
Dodds would have given you your own byline next time.
It's the story of the century. I wanted this one, Jake, and the Times was gonna give it to me.
You were gonna take my story to the Times. I can't fucking believe this! I thought we had something here.
Yeah, enough for her to get the story.
How were you attacked?
An anonymous source tipped me to the library to a book about Jack the Ripper.
We got that.
A trap. I picked up the book, and the next thing I knew, I was in this city, this old, filthy city with cobblestones and hissing gaslights, and I heard horses.
Horses?
So she was in England.
He attacked me. I fell him with a knife. God knows what he did to my mind. I escaped. Somehow I escaped.
Huh. She got nothing else to say to us. So let's escape out of this machine. I still don't agree. It's a trick, I'm telling you. But he's got a new machine for us to fiddle with, so maybe we can pop some dates in here. Do I have any dates of importance? God, I've written down so much shit.
Invalid date.
Yeah, invalid date. Okay. I'm gonna go to the newsroom and then pull up the news articles that have happened recently and see if any of those can give us some information. Oh, there's a cyberspace here. And Wofford's Well is back up again. Maybe we need to take a look in here real quick. I'm gonna take a look in here real quick, but we will go to the newspaper as well and get the dates of any of the news that they have on there. Maybe stuff that's happened since she's gone down, hopefully, because he's saying that this has been happening since they've been monitoring it, so theoretically it would be after her attack. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, cool. It's a digital version of him.
About damn time you activated me, you timid old bastard. That eccentric client I had. I think it was the Ripper Covington. And I made this AI to help you deal with that son of a bitch.
Okay. Well, who hired you then?
Tell me about this lunatic client of yours.
He only contacted me in cyberspace. Sometimes he appeared as a man, and sometimes as a woman.
That doesn't help. Great. We have technically two, if for some reason it's Catherine as well. It's 2 female suspects and 2 male as it is, plus the rest of the city.
Tell me about this model cityscape you got here.
Yes, he wanted me to build Whitechapel, as it was 152 years ago.
You didn't bother asking him what he planned to do with it? You didn't know what happened in Whitechapel in 1888?
It was a challenge, and soon after I completed it, I read about that Mendler fella in the Bowery, and I knew it was him. I knew he had struck.
No.
Any idea who killed you?
Well, he had different image every time I saw him. He could have walked right up to me in the street and put a bullet in my head. And maybe that's what he did, eh? Huh?
With something as important to him as Whitechapel, he must have kept a close watch on you.
And watch? He helped me build the damn thing.
So
Not
he's an
your brother,
architect.
Whopper. Are you programmed to recognize that? My name is Jake Quinlan. All right, you don't recognize me. Guess I'm coming to Wofford for now. How can I kill the Ripper?
Well, there is a way, Covington. When I realized what that crazy bastard was planning to do, I made a weapon. A weapon. It's designed to flatline the CAD while he is in cyberspace.
But where is it?
He has
Give
it.
me the weapon. How's it work? What's it do?
Well, the weapon looks like a shuriken made of pure energy. And you would have to confront him in Whitechapel.
Okay.
Get close to him and throw it at his heart. And when you hit him with a shot, it'll overwrite the data that makes his angel. Now don't stick around here to admire your work, though, because it will overwrite Whitechapel as well. And if you're still there when that happens, you'll die with him.
Don't worry, old-timer. His feet do your stuff once I nail the Ripper.
Well, now there are two other things that you should know.
Oh?
Because the weapon destroys itself along with the target, and you can use it one time, and one time only.
To decide
In other words,
who
I
the
hit my
killer is.
target, or my target hits me.
And the other problem is obtaining the weapon. I divided the weapon into 3 modules and laid each one inside a secret well.
Okay.
Now, the addresses are Pegasus, Orestes, and Odysseus. Now write them down for God's sake, and when you get to Whitechapel, you'll need to find the software integrator to activate the weapon. Huh?
I think I
Now
spelled
you
this
might
right.
want to have your fortune told.
What kind of ice did you freeze on these places?
Well, made it easy for you, Covington. I used some old systems that you made back when you was still working. And you should know how to turn them off.
Okay.
You don't have me to look after you anymore. And I don't have to look after you. I suppose that's what I miss most about being alive. Good luck, brother. And goodbye.
Very sad. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Alright, so we got a things. Pegasus, Orestes, and Odysseus. I'm pretty sure I spelled them right. Orestes is the only one that isn't off the top of my head. I actually know the rest of those, but nonetheless. So if we come across them in these wells, which is none of those. Otherwise, I'm here for this. This is why I actually came here. It's like, any of these wells? No? Yeah, okay. Apparently not. So let's take a look at the newspapers. I'm assuming there's been more since the last time I came in here, which was quite a few episodes. A virtual public well. Alright. Gutted, murdered in the Bowery, dry cleaner's torso ripped. That was outside of it. Ripper strikes in Soho. This is still not the one. Victim number 3 was Renee Stein, followed by... No, that's Stephanie Jordan. how about I write all these down? 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And even have the Borgman murder. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. November. So we got 11, 16 through 20. We'll check all of them out. How about that? Okay, we're back over at Catherine's place, and we're going to go ahead and take a look into this computer system and start plugging in these dates. We've got November 16th through the 20th. This is 2040, so...
Invalid date.
That did something. I don't know what, but it didn't do the normal thing. Wait, let me put 1117 in again.
Invalid date.
Doesn't say it's not invalid, and it seems to be doing something different, but it doesn't really tell me anything about it. Is there something here? Is there a printout or something that I'm supposed to look at? Huh. Interesting. Well, at least that's the right way to do it. This is the 19th. Look at that. Now that shit's off the charts. How about the 20th? This was the day that the mortician died. Also through the roof. Why is her brain activity stronger during the murders?
Doc, what do you think of this image of Eddie as the Ripper?
Good Lord, how did you get this?
Magnata says the cop data angels produced it. I'm not really sure if I could trust them. Could they have done something like this?
I suppose. They had a couple of officers decked into Catherine's brain, so it's possible. It certainly looks real.
It does. Did you notice what I did with Catherine's EEG readouts?
The EEGs, you got something on them?
Maybe. I don't know what to make of it, though. Catherine's increased brain activity seems to correlate with the Ripper murders. On each day the Ripper is killed since Catherine was attacked, her brainwave activity is spiked.
Well, that's peculiar. I suppose it could be a coincidence.
Yeah,
Or
right.
it could be her.
And the Ripper's actually a nice guy.
Or it's him.
If I
He
were
did
you,
it.
Doc,
It's pig
I
vomit
would
the whole
check the
time.
system Catherine's
Pig
interfaced
vomit.
with. It may not be as secure as you think.
You suggesting the Ripper's getting at her outside the system?
Or Catherine's getting out.
No, not in her condition. That's not possible.
You have a very limited sense of the possible, Doc.
Like you do. Whatever. I'm going in to see if she needs anything. If I can talk to her some more. Nope. Okay. Back out. Alrighty then. Let's shoot over to the Pan Financial Bank real quick. And of course, I've got to put another disc in. You know, I like that each of these acts has actually put themselves on each other's, like, sets. There's like 2 discs per act. So they've made it where it's Act 1 was disc 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 so far. Let me get this in here. Close, flush. There we go. But yeah, so this guy was actually in the in the information that I had early on with her, and he was one of the names that came up a while back. So I'm very interested in seeing what she had going on. What was 1117?
Are you George Rhodes? Miss Powell sent me.
Powell's dead. Who the hell are you?
Well, nice to meet you too, George. Only she's not dead. She's over at the Medicog doing a great impersonation. My name is Jake Quinlan. I'm her partner. She told me all about you.
Ooh, it'd be crazy if it was just this random guy.
Not to approach me. Go away. I put everything where it's supposed to be. Box 759.
Great. Good. You're every bit as officious as she said you were. The only thing is, though, you see, she wrote the combination down for me, but I seem to have lost it.
Who are you? If you're really with Powell, then you'd know the combination.
I think I probably do. He's like, I'm not going to help you now. This son of a bitch. Well, thank you anyway. What a weird lighting effect they had on him. 759.
know it's transmission.
Oh, of course.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, it's my
I told you.
recordings.
I'd stop by later.
I don't want you at my hospital anymore. Here's the disc of Quinlan's last interface with Powell. It's the last one I'm giving you.
That's police evidence. You give it to me as long as I tell you to.
If it's police evidence, why is it you don't want anyone to know about it?
Don't question my methods, Claire.
Like you're not questioning mine? I've heard you and Quinlan actually think I might be the Ripper.
Look, we both know one of the original web runners is the murderer. That's a pretty short list of suspects, and it's getting shorter.
As I recall, you did your share of web running.
You have an advantage over me, Claire. You know who did it. I've been cutting you some slack, but I run out of time. It's either you or your ex and Claire. I'm gonna nail one of you.
Maybe I should tell your captain about these tapes of Quinlan you've had me making on the sly. Let him decide which one of us is acting more suspicious.
Who's recording me?
Think
When
cuts
she's been
both ways,
recording me.
Magnata. There's a few other things I could tell him that he might find real interesting.
What did you see in him?
He was fun. Not a brooding psycho like you. As it turns out, he was a different sort of psycho. Look, I made a mistake marrying Joey, but that doesn't mean I regret leaving you.
Ooh.
What do I have to do to be free of the two of you?
Leave the city. Don't jack into the internet. Ooh. Oh, shit. Let's see if we can try to break this thing. Hacker code. Oh, it's an actual combination. What was her birthday again? How many digits? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reset. What was it? 0225 41. Let me see. Do I have notes on this? Because if not, the last time I saw George Rhodes' name was at her desk. So let me see if I have notes. I don't know if I wrote it down or not. I have a bad habit of not writing information down. This was all the numbers and shit that she had. And I did have it, but that's the phone number. I didn't write down the details next to it. I sure didn't. I just took numbers. Let me run back to my office before I go and take a look at her Rolodex. I want to see if Ben Dodds has it. Yep, there you go. He has new stuff for me.
Quinlan!
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
I was coming to see you anyway. I didn't talk to him last time I was in here, and I figured I probably should.
Mendelsohn called from the precinct house. He said Magnata picked you up. Is that right?
That's right, and he was none too friendly. I think he bruised his knuckles on my jaw.
I've got our lawyers on this. If he tries to intimidate you again, he'll have a whole world of trouble.
Hey man, whatever you say.
Anything else I should know about?
Yes, all of it.
Someone tried to kill Covington Wofford. I managed to stop it. Got off a shot and nailed the intruder in the shoulder. Had to be the Ripper.
That happened a couple of chapters ago.
Why would he try to kill Covington Wofford?
To finish the job. I think he killed Hamilton.
But that doesn't make sense. Hamilton was shot in the head. The Ripper uses a blade.
I think there's a lot more to this Ripper than hack and slash.
I think there's more than one killer.
What do you know about Catherine's past?
I don't know. You were sleeping with her. Didn't you two ever talk?
No.
We haven't gotten to that part yet.
She came over from the Inquirer in Philly.
Philly? She told me she was from L.A.
No. I'm sure she told me Philly. Her resume was scanty, but her clips were good.
You were sleeping with the enemy. Boy, I was putting it all on the rest of them, and it makes sense because she has the information to do this. But why would she start? It just doesn't make sense. That part doesn't make sense. Why would she have begun trying to kill everyone?
Ben, this Ripper case is giving me the fits. How would you cover it?
It's hard to say. In my day, cops were a lot more cooperative, but since they've gone over to this bounty system, they're stingier than ever. Don't want anybody to get that reward. But all things considered, I'd say you're doing a hell of a job.
Ripper's still out there, isn't he?
You are a reporter, Quentin, not a detective.
Someone's got to stop this lunatic.
Well, I'd tell you to stay out of it, but it wouldn't do any good with it. Just don't get yourself killed.
That confirms what I was thinking, is that this world lives in a place that has a bounty system for cops.
You're close to breaking it, Quentin. Don't let up now. I can feel it in my bones.
About to break that story. What? I swear. It's pointing diagonal a minute ago. Whatever. I'm gonna pull up the information from her Rolodex and then get back, because there's got to be information. It's the only place I can think of that she's mentioned. The only other place I've seen his name pop up, other than the gym, which I don't think that would matter. Oh my goodness. The phone number's here. This whole time, look at, if you go around, everyone has properly placed phone numbers throughout their stuff. And I got the information for pretty much any of the people on it. But the phone number is actually a done number. Like a date almost. 1856-21. That's probably the code to get into her thing. 5, 6, 2, 1. There it is. Scan some more data.
Object scanned into database.
That was it? That's the only thing we were concerned about getting out of this whole thing. Electronic ledger. A summary of cash transactions between Berman Limited and Simeon Technologies. Debit account, credit account, all Berman and Simeon. Blah, 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 blah. Which I think is actually, that's one of the people in the Wells. That was the Berman Limited or Berman Ltd company that was listed on there. Berman Simeon, something like that. Either way, Berman has been debiting Simeon 40,000, 34, 50,000, 12,000, 9,000. A full account summary is at Wellspace at address Berman 4. That is the weakest ass password for a company ever, because anybody could guess that shit. But nonetheless, before we head over there, because I have a feeling everything else I really need to do takes place physically in cyberspace, so I think the next episode we're going to be, I'll even start it there, we'll be in cyberspace and starting to take a look around. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this, and if you have, then I will see you all in the next episode of Ripper. Have a great day. Oh, hey, I see that you guys are done with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, you can see another one over here on the right hand side, and of course we've also got one on the left as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.